Hey, we're here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to episode 22 of the Tales of Terramir campaign. I'm Wes Ford, and I'm the Game Master. I also play Savamil Don Kier, Sea Elf Cleric. Rob is running a little late from a work event, but he'll be joining us hopefully pretty soon, so he'll be hopping in when he does. So, yeah.
My name is Mike Downs. I play Gemma Ashenlight, Human Sorceress, and I'll be sort of autopiloting Razik until he gets back.
Nice. Hey, I'm Hannah Nye, and I play Willa Kettlewhistle, Gem Dragonborn Blood Hunter.
And I'm Justin Kirkwood. I'm Anton Dargos, the Human Fighter.
Yes, welcome back, Justin. Thanks to everyone who joined us for my Magic the Gathering stream. I had a lot of fun with it. If you missed it, it's still available to watch on our Twitch channel for another week or so. Let us know via email or social media if you'd like to see more extra content. We recently introduced requests in our Twitch chat, so you can now redeem your channel points for special rewards. So make sure to tune in with us live and check those out. And remember, you can subscribe to our Twitch channel for exclusive emotes, ad-free viewing, and much more. You can also subscribe for free through an Amazon Prime account. Just don't forget to reapply every month to keep your streak going with us. As always, you can watch all our episodes on YouTube or listen to select recordings of our streams on your favorite podcast platforms, with new episodes dropping at least a few days on those platforms after it's streamed. And we stream the episodes of the show live on Twitch every other Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and be sure to follow us on social media. All right, enough announcements. Let's get back into the conclusion of our dungeon and our adventures in Tales of Terramir. Welcome. A recap of our previous session, with the party all standing upon a rocky platform. A helmed horror, an empty suit of elven armor animated by ancient magic, emerged from the sand below them. It slowly rose into the air before Gemma, spewing up sand from below into her eyes to blind her, and then it struck her with its sharp blade. Willa quickly switched positions with the young sorceress and attempted to breathe her breath weapon of force energy toward the construct, but it had no effect. Gemma leaped off the rock and moved away towards the staircase as Razik, with his slippers of spider climbing, ran along the wall and chucked a kunai toward it, which bounced off the metal armor. Anton managed to strike it with one of his swords while the horror deflected the other attack. Despite this rough start to the combat, the adventurers held their own against the flying armor. While Razik fought in melee, the helmed horror dropped its sword into the sand. Willa used her ring of jumping to leap from rock to rock, firing a crossbow bolt toward it. Gemma concentrated and used her sorcery to cast warp metal, crushing the armor. In the end, it flew toward Willa, took a hit from her icy maul, resisted being grappled, turning its helm toward Razik in time to see a kunai pierce between its armored plates, which shattered the enchantment and scattered the armor across the sand below. After combat, the party endured the long and arduous obstacle of the changing levels of the floor, managing to finally break through to the exit after being buried by sand several times. Razik was also able to collect the treasure from the small chamber to the north before exiting. In a small room, Willa walked up to a table which appeared to contain the final key. As she did so, a spiked pit opened up below her feet. As she began to fall, spectral purple wings unfurled from her back, which allowed her to fly back to safety just in time. The door beyond led to the initial hallway of doors. After a short rest, Willa donned a new set of adamantine elven armor collected from the treasure, and Gemma attuned to a Wand of the War Mage, +1. With all 3 keys, the group unlocked and entered the final room. Inside, they found a seemingly empty ballroom, which was alighted with a soft orange glow from a chandelier above. A harp began to play a ghostly waltz, which caused everyone to feel the temptation to dance. Though most resisted, Savamel and Gemma began to twirl and dance, charmed by the ethereal tune. After a few minutes, the sea elf was able to break from the spell. Hours passed, however, and Gemma was unable to resist the waltz, despite the party's attempts to help her or stop the music. They all managed to force her out of the room, back out into the hallway, while Anton tried to further inspect the room for a means to end the spell. His eyes were then able to perceive a spectral, armored elf playing a harp. In fact, the entire ballroom was filled with dancing ghosts. These were the vanished, the ones who failed the trials. Let's bring you over back to the map. And we pick up where we left off. Anton, you stand before this armored elf warrior bard. Though you can't quite see him in the room, he stands before you. There's this shifting mist, this turquoise-like mist that seems to wrap and warp around ghostly figures. You can see couples twirling around you on either side. There are observers up above on the balconies looking down and watching you. And the elf stops playing music and looks at you. Back into the hallway, Gemma, the spell breaks, and you finally regain your senses. Back with Anton, he sees the ghost stand up and seem to almost, with magic, remove almost like an echo or a copy of his armor. And it begins to float in this ethereal mist, which pushes through into the material plane. You can see this turquoise mist swirl, and almost you can see as this real armor emerges into the real plane before you, becoming material. And it floats slowly towards you. Anton, what do you do?
Anton kind of steps back a little bit, hand on hilt, not really sure what all these mist people are going to do, but at the same time, checking out the size, width. Is this armor my size?
Girth.
It's perfectly your size. It's some of the most beautiful armor you've ever seen. It is full plate armor, ancient and regal, but pristine. There are workings of silver and platinum that are in this intricate design of leaves and trees that overlay on top of this sort of metallic blue metal. And they seem to be presenting it to you.
Wow. All right, Hannah, you've got something new to draw. I want to see what this armor looks like. Anton sort of tentatively extends an arm and says, is this a gift?
You see the elf, his face just translucent, but not fully there, and you can see it nod. And he says in common, "You've passed."
I think, guys, are you seeing this? Where's everyone else again?
They're in the hallway. They're not seeing any of this. You're by yourself.
Thank you. do you have gifts for the entire party? This is just me.
He bows, and without a word, all the ghosts seem to fade away and disappear as the armor floats towards you. And you can't help but almost reach out, and you look away for a moment, something catching your eye, and you look back, and the armor's gone. Not in front of you, you're wearing it.
Oh, shit. Oh.
And you have instantly become attuned to the plate of the Archheart.
What?
Oh, wow. Look at that. Fucking A, man.
To read the description for everyone that's in this handout, it is plate armor, legendary, requires attunement. Its intricate silver and platinum elven designs, reminiscent of leaves and trees, surround the plate of glimmering gray-blue metal. This beautiful suit of armor is believed to have once belonged to Fangdar El Rias, a legendary elf warrior who served Coralon, the elf deity of art and beauty, before the Battle of Spell and Blade. In its dormant state, which it is currently in, while the plate of the Archheart is in its dormant state, your AC becomes 18. When a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with the melee attack, Anton, you can use your reaction to rebuke that creature, dealing 1d6 radiant damage.
Wow.
Say that one more time. Within range and they hit me?
Yeah, and it's written down too. You can copy and paste it in there's in the handout if you scroll down. But when a creature within 5 feet of you hits you, basically if you get hit by a melee attack of someone that's right next to you, you can use your reaction to deal 1d6 radiant damage.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
This is a magical piece of armor that can advance and become more powerful if you basically stay attuned to it, and if you advance through certain obstacles or achievements in the story as deemed appropriate by the DM.
So happy right now.
I can tell.
So feeling that armor that was, you see the sheds and pieces of armor that you had on before, the old Imperial armor and random pieces of metal that you were able to find and put together after so long after leaving the army. You have this incredibly intricate and beautiful armor that fits you perfectly.
Anton, having come from the slums straight to the army, he's never seen anything like this before. Just totally awestruck, looking down at his own armor. Almost forgets about all his comrades behind him.
As you're taking it all in, you look up and the room is completely empty, as if there was no one ever there. And the chandelier, all the little candles on top of the chandelier blow out, and it becomes completely dark. And you're left standing there in darkness.
Maybe just start creeping towards the door. To go back for my comrades.
Yep, you can do so. And everyone else looks back and sees Anton emerge from the shadows. What was once there was light was darkness, and he walks out into the light, into the daylight, and you see him in this brand new armor, looking super spiffy.
And I'm just stunned.
What happened in there, Anton?
Where'd you get that? That was Razik, not Gemma.
I'm not sure you'd believe me, but I think we passed the test, guys. I think this is maybe what we were in this room for. Here, there was this sort of mist, and these mist people came out. They just handed me the armor. Next thing I know, I'm wearing it. I feel really strong, honestly. I feel like if someone attacked me, I could quickly react. Hit them back.
Razik gives you a shiv in the back.
roll it. Can I roll 6? Damn it.
He doesn't
Razik.
really.
Sure, go for it. Just for fun, just to blast it off of yourself as a test.
An 18 hits his AC. He said it was 18.
As it does so, playfully, he does so, and Anton, almost instinctively, you feel this like almost release of almost like this kinetic holy energy that just emanates off your armor and shoots towards Razik, blasting him back slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, Savimo goes, that's a neat trick.
That's guys. I don't know what to do. I've never seen anything this beautiful. I'm stunned. What do you think?
It looks great on you.
Thanks.
It's in a lot better condition than your old armor, for sure.
Yeah, that kind of disintegrated in the other room. Not sure. There wasn't much else in there. If you guys want to come back and look at it, we need a light source because the candles blew out with as the ghosts were leaving.
I don't know if I want to go back in that room. You guys are more than welcome to.
Yeah, Gemma, how are your feet? I thought they might be bleeding for dancing for that long.
Yeah. Next time you guys see something like that happen, don't wait for hours. Just, get me out of the area.
We tried so hard.
We did try. We tried dancing with you. We did other things.
Be smarter.
Anton smashed the harp. That didn't do anything.
I'm pretty sure that all took 10 minutes. You guys don't have to wait hours to do that next time. My feet hurt, guys. So if you guys need to go look in the room, go for it. Because I don't feel like going back in that room. Still have a headache from all that music.
Yeah, of course.
Razik says to is there any other treasure in there? Or was that it?
I didn't see anything. All I could see was this turquoise mist, and then I stumbled out of there as soon as the lights went out.
They just appeared to you?
They just materialized out of nowhere, and then just as quickly as they came, they evaporated.
Wow.
I do have a feeling that what I'm wearing was the treasure in that room, but if anyone wants to go take a look around, look under the beds and the chairs.
Oh no, we did that already.
I feel like we spent,
I almost forgot. I'm so stunned.
I know. You seem a lot like yourself today.
We were kind of out of it, last time.
You were awesome, but I mean, you're really awesome.
You're like way more awesome than usual.
Yeah, you seem okay now. I was like, how are you feeling? Oh, I feel great. I don't know.
Cooler than ever.
Cooler than ever.
Hope I didn't hurt you, friend.
Not your friend, guy.
Is everyone
He just bumps you.
feeling okay otherwise? I know that you had to go through that, Gemma, but are you doing okay on health? And just
yeah, I think we're all full up, right?
Yeah.
It's like we're all full. Actually, I'm out of sorcery points.
Feeling strong. Let's go get in a fight.
Look, we might have completed the trials. We didn't vanish. What? I wonder why they call the trials of the vanished.
Could it be?
Could it be?
Could it be the turquoise mist people who just vanished?
What turquoise mist people? Did you tell us that? I can't remember if you told us that or not. It's when you came out, you said turquoise mist people or just the turquoise mist?
I said them both separately. You were meant to come out
right
in your mind.
Oh, were they the vanished? Oh no.
Yeah.
Get it?
Where did they go? They're gone. They vanished.
Trial's over.
All right. GG, guys.
What a day. Anyone want to do anything else?
Guys, I'm ready
How
to
about
get
we
the fuck
get out of here? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's it. We ended with the party.
Yeah. Well, we
I
got
wonder-
some armor. Gemma, you got a wand. There's also a scroll. We got lots of coins.
I wonder what happens if anyone else tries this trial again. Like, does it reset?
That's a question for someone
You
else.
want to go back in and
I don't. No, I don't. I'm just wondering what other idiots are going to come in here after we leave.
They might have a
I
nice
saw
pair of
last
shoes.
hurrah. We couldn't get through it. We couldn't get through the first door and see it. I said that as Razik. I didn't say that as Gemma. Gemma's already
Okay.
leaving.
Definitely more of a Razik deal.
Yeah. Let's head out then.
When's the last time we rested?
20
we just took-
hours ago. Hours ago.
A couple hours ago, you took a short rest.
Okay. Everyone feels okay to. Do we need to divvy up the loot in any way, or is that already done?
Oh, I have that down. I'll divvy it up in a minute.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, what next? Where were
Well,
we?
Our stuff is outside. Maybe we should camp out for the evening. I mean, we're technically we were only there for like a day. Is that correct?
It's the same day that you entered it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It feels like weeks.
No, I know.
It definitely feels like weeks. No, because we're still trying to duck out from those people that are on our trail.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, right. Yeah. What time of day is it when we step outside?
Late afternoon, early evening-ish. It feels like you've spent an entire day in there.
We definitely should rest then.
As you step out,
Oh, son of a bitch.
Could be good. Could be good.
It's a pile of treasure. It's a pile of elven armor. Stop me if I'm right, guys. Like, is it money?
It's a matching helmet.
stepping out into the open, warm summer air, of the Vorsia Forest, your gaze falls upon a sight that makes your heart drop. Hail! A woman's voice calls out. A Domarian knight, mounted atop a large white and gray warhorse, rises above a crowd of Imperial guards. Amongst them is a slim brass dragonborn, Imperial priest of Arathis, and a gruff, armored human mercenary, based on their attire. Both of whom stand beside 4 worn adventurers, tied, gagged, and on their knees. The captured last hurrah look toward you with a desperate look in their eyes. The knight glances back at the prisoners for a moment, then back toward you. Friends of yours? Anton, you immediately recognize this knight. Someone you have seen in passing, haven't worked with closely. You recognize her to be Lady Venora Hathram.
Well, I look over at the last hurrah and say, it's only 3 of them. What happened?
Let's bring you over to this other map. Put yourselves at the very top of the map, if you could, please.
Okay.
Gather yourselves together. And
There's so many.
you need everyone to go ahead and roll a perception check.
Uh,
17,
2.
right?
Perception, yep. Willa got a 2, Anton got a 17.
This is Gemma. Got a 16, and Razik got a 12.
This is for Savamil. Got a 24. Really high. Everyone except for Willa notices down here, if you can see my ping, is Anton's horse, Sulain. A guard is holding the reins on just his horse. You don't see your other horses at the moment. And you look over, Anton, you recognize your horse. And Venora looks straight at you, Anton, and goes, "You still don't know how we found you?" The knight looks back on her horse. She nods to the guard holding Sulain's reins, who holds up a small iron disc into the air. She goes, "Calm Cold Stables sound familiar? Good old Jasper works for us. He placed a tracker on your horse's saddle." Venora reaches for her pocket and pulls out a small stone and holds it aloft. She goes, "This stone grows hot when it's close to its counterpart. If I were to remove my glove, it'd surely burn my sword hand."
They air tagged you, dude.
Lady Venora, I wouldn't imagine the Empire using magical implements. Has something changed since I left?
Not at all, but we do what we must to find those who are wanted in our realm. Darius, she calls out, and you see the human mercenary, sort of a rough-looking, bearded human. He's got a scar across his face. His hair, dark hair, pulled back into like a ponytail, wearing like just neutral armor that doesn't represent anything, like dark armor. Pulls out his sword and moves over to Sulain and just does a quick slash against her. And Sulain, feeling that strike.
Gemma says, "Stop it!"
Venora looks towards you. "Are you going to come with us, Anton?"
Okay. How many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, Anton gets a new set of armor. He's John Wick all of a sudden. Just kidding, Justin. Go for it. Do it.
Anton looks around at the rest of his party, counts the people in the field, and says, "Okay, Lady Venora, your great warrior has just struck my defenseless animal. I'm trembling in fear. Please take me with you. Go ahead." And I just turn towards the rest of the party. "Look, thank you for fighting behind me all this time, but there's really no option here. I have to go with them."
No.
If I come with
some
you,
of
Lady Venora, if I come with you, will you release the last hurrah as well?
She looks at you solemnly. Yes.
Okay. Anton looks at everyone else, trying not to look at Gemma.
You can see while this is happening, while you're doing this, Anton, the last hurrah they're on their knees, they're bound, they have cloth over their mouths, they can't speak, but you see them just like struggling and just like almost fighting back.
Is there anything that we can tell from them, like if they're like, look on their kind of situation? Can we interpret anything from their struggling, like, look up behind you or some crap like that?
I see what you're saying. Like if they're trying to like what they're trying to say, basically, or what they're trying to evoke.
If they're doing anything like that, yeah.
Roll an insight check.
That's an 8.
You can't
Can
tell.
I
It's
call
a little...
for Razik?
Sure.
Just because I feel like Razik would have eyes on the back of his head. His insight's crap too. How about an 8? Does that make it to it?
No. Venora looks at all of you and she goes, it's funny. Avario and Jane, they gave me the tracker thinking that you sent your horse on perhaps a wild goose chase. They thought you were maybe more clever than you actually were. They thought you continued down the road and sent your horse elsewhere as a diversion, but decided to send me just in case that was wrong. Looks like he was wrong. And it looks like that bounty that's been issued, dead or alive, is about to be completed today. She pulls out her sword and just sort of stands for a moment. I think you were doing something, Anton, and just basically giving you, as a DM, giving you a moment to. Anything else you want to do?
So does she want to take me alive or does she want to fight me?
Basically, either one. If you fight, she's going to try and kill you.
Okay. Lady Venora, I see that you obviously believe everything that Jane and Avario say. If you think it's the honorable thing to do, then fine. Do what you must, but you have to honor what you already said, which was you're going to let my comrades here go. And I gesture towards the last hurrah. Let them go, and I'll come silently. You won't have to bloody your sword on my throat.
Smiles, and you can see that she is a little bloodthirsty. We've been waiting here for a few hours. My men are getting restless. I think we'll choose to kill you instead. Kill them! She points out with her sword, and all the guards pull out their weapons, and combat is here. Everyone roll initiative.
No, everybody running back inside the maze or in the sand room.
The sand room. Yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah. The bright
4.
side, out of character. At least Anton gets to be kind of like a superhero right now and show off his armor.
Yeah, for sure.
I had to say I want to get in a fight, didn't I?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't help but laugh internally at that.
Oh man, I am dry on fucking sorcery points.
Roll an initiative for everyone. Sorry. Patience.
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna obviously they're running at us. I'm gonna turn towards Gemma and say, really quickly, Gemma, you have to get away. You have to get behind the last hurrah and get them loose. We need their numbers. Run around the perimeter, see if you can get past the fray.
I'll see what I can do.
Idea.
I thought you were gonna say get back into the dungeon. Get back to the dungeon. Oh.
Get about to do the dungeon. Yes. Takes
Well,
a
it's
sec to
totally-
roll initiative for everyone here.
I was going to say, Will is totally on board after seeing that the horse get hit.
Yeah.
That was unnecessary.
Unnecessary. All right. Well, the rest are rolling initiative. I also quickly glance at Razik and I say, you might need to cut a path for Gemma.
Sure. I don't know. I don't have anything floated for Razik. Sorry. She says I can take care of myself.
I'll leave it up to him.
I want to kill things. He says. there you go. That's what Razik says. That's canon. It's canon.
That's canon. All right, we're ready to go. Guard with a 20 here is first.
The bloodthirstiest of
Ah!
them all. Yeah, exactly.
He's super brave. And
Run right at
runs in.
Anton.
Now he throws a spear. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think before he ran toward us, he took out his sword, turned back, and said, "For Avario."
I got this guy. I got this clown.
Runs up here and throws a spear at Razik for a 9, which goes
Just-
wide.
Razik actually just bats it out of the air. Like, come on, man.
And Anton, you are up.
All right. I'm running to, let's see, 5, 10, 15. I'm running to meet this guy in the battlefield. I don't need to dash. I'm just moving towards him, and I'm going to go straight at him with Kopesh here.
Swords drawn. Sun reflecting off the cool ass armor.
26. Does that hit?
Oh yeah. 26.
10 magical slashing, 1 poison.
Okay.
This guy could-
Gotta
This
make
guy
the
took
con
the wrong
save
one.
just in case. Got a nat 1 on the con, so it takes the poison. And how do you kill him?
He'll just die, yeah.
I'm not even looking at him. I just slash while I'm looking at who my next target's going to be, right across the throat.
Nope. He falls dead. And anything else for your turn? Still have another attack.
Yeah, I'm going to... Oh, I don't have my axe anymore, do I? Got no ranged attacks.
You have 2 axes. I only lost 1 of them. No, didn't you get the axe?
okay.
You didn't get the axe back?
Yeah, I thought that...
You got the
Razik
axe
got it.
back. Should
I
have
did.
2.
Okay. Well, I'm throwing my hand axe for 26. Sorry, directly at this guy here.
Yeah. It hits him square in the chest. Go ahead and roll damage. Oh.
Oh, what do I have to
Something
roll?
worked.
Sorry. For a hand axe?
Click on the hand axe.
I did. It didn't. It must not be loaded right.
Must not be loaded correctly.
1d4.
D4.
So 1d4? Okay.
I think it's a d4 plus his dex.
Yeah.
That's my dex. All right.
That was a 1d6 for some reason, but I guess it's kind of like a dagger.
You know, it's funny because I have a hand axe too, and I totally should look that up. It's a 1d6. You're right.
It is a 1d6.
Oh, sorry. All right. Let's
I'll
do
allow you
that.
to keep that +4, obviously, to it, but go ahead and roll a d6.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, same amount.
Yeah.
6 damage as it breaks right through the chest piece of this Imperial Guard's armor, and you can see some blood squirt out. He goes, "Oh!" Holds his chest, He's still up, but that definitely hurt.
All right. Whipped out my other sword, just ready for the next encounter.
Awesome. All right. Lady Venora on her warhorse raises up the horse on two legs and moves forward to strike at you, Anton. Horse blocking off the guard there, and just swings down with her sword. With a 20. Holy shnikes.
Wow.
Wow.
And nat 20 or dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Dirty
Okay.
20. So that hits. Do you want to use your reaction for your rebuke ability?
Yes. So I need to choose to use that? It doesn't. My
You
armor
just
doesn't
say, as soon as someone hits you with a melee attack, you just say, I want to use my rebuke. And that takes your reaction away for the round. But you can do that once a round, basically.
Yep, but I could still riposte, right?
No, because your riposte
No.
is a reaction
Just
action.
a reaction.
Right. So if
Okay.
you wanted to choose, you'd have to save your reaction depending
Hey,
on what
Rob.
you want to do.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
He's been here the whole time. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Just
Swinging
in
his riposte
time.
all over the place. As he's been doing.
Combat just started, Rob. Just to get you up to speed just a little bit. Basically, Anton got some pretty sick armor, and they all exited the trials to find that there's a bunch of Imperial guards who've been waiting for them. With the last hurrah, they are basically cuffed and hostages. And
The last
they are,
hurrahs?
yes.
Yeah, they're down here.
The hell they are.
We just have to
They're-
point
We're
Razak
gonna
to
save
who to
him.
kill is what we have to do. That's all he needs to know.
And there's Imperial guards and a knight that are trying to kill you and take Anton.
And
That's what we're doing.
Razak
Anton, did
was
you want
really
to?
cool the last 10 minutes too.
Thanks, man.
It's really awesome.
So did you want to use your reaction, Anton, for either riposte or the rebuke ability?
Well, riposte is only if they miss.
Yeah, your
Ah,
rebuke
okay.
is if they hit you. So
Yeah. So
Hannah doesn't-
I'm not gonna use my rebuke. No. I'm
Okay.
saying that number.
All right, hits you with one. That's going to deal 12 slashing damage to you. And brings the sword around and
I don't like this pause.
yeah,
And
I'll
kill.
save that. Tries to swing at you again with the great sword. That's going to be another 20. Wow.
Sheesh.
Another dirty 20. 10 slashing.
Mm.
2 high rolls there. As they clash against your new armor, knocking you back a bit with both hits. And this Lady Venora seems to know what she's doing. That is going to be her turn. It's going to be Gemma's turn now.
It's a pretty good turn.
Nice roll, lady.
Why'd you roll so low for me, Mike?
Oh, is Mike just muted for me?
Sorry. All right. Cool.
Yep, he's muted.
Let me go back. Gemma's gonna run back over into this area over here. Is it? It's like low rocks and a tree. It looks like it with some
Bushes,
partial-
some bushes
partial
and
cover.
vines and stuff. Yeah.
She's going to duck under there, playing the part of a scared girl. But through it, she's going to look at Lady Venora, and she's going to summon her magic again and try to like crush her armor and cast the warp metal again.
Okay.
Which
That worked really well last time.
is only
did.
a 5, but let's go.
Oh,
All right, doesn't
nat 20.
trigger the
Doesn't trigger the-
thing. She
Okay.
does take 5 bludgeoning, and has disadvantage on all of her stuff.
Okay.
Good looking out.
Okay. Got it.
And she's just gonna try to find an opening to the last hurrah after that.
Okay. All right, Gemma, that's your turn. Excuse me. As a reaction, so the knight, after just getting those two swings, suddenly goes, ah! Oh, as this metal, her armor begins to crush in on her. And she looks over at you, Gemma, sees you trying to, like, use your magic. She calls out, Arcanist!
I look behind me.
You turn around and look at Savamil shocked.
It's like, yeah,
Savamil, you never told me.
it's the elf.
This guard here is just continuing to hold onto Sulaine, keeping her in check. And it goes to Savamil, who goes, all right, everyone. We're all at full strength. Everyone's here. Let's go. Let's do this. Cordalia. Bless my friends. And we'll cast Bless at 3rd level, giving everyone Bless.
Can I use my reaction to like pump my fist up? Like hell yeah! Like
Sure.
raise the roof a little bit.
You could probably do that as a free action, but
Yeah.
you can say your action money.
I'm just saying I'm willing to pay the costs.
Totes.
He also kind of goes back over here towards Gemma, just trying to partially protect you and also get away from sort of the general sight. And that's going to be his turn. It's going to be this guard. Who gets right up here. And seems to have 2 spears and just chucks one directly at you, Willa.
It's pretty short range for a spear
That's
check.
Point blank.
It's just like 5 feet away.
Basically moving. Direct shot there with a 17.
Oh yeah, that hits.
I think you need to be at least
For
10
4
foot
piercing?
away when you're throwing something.
Nope, you just need to
Otherwise
be.
you get
5
disadvantage. No? Okay.
No, it's
If
like
you're
right
directly next to them, then it's disadvantage.
What's like that?
I thought they had a
Honestly.
range, but
They do. They can move up to 20 feet away, as long as you're not directly in melee range.
sorry,
Which
Willa.
the guard's not. And that's the guard's turn. It's your turn, Razik.
How much damage was that?
4 piercing.
Razik is going to, seeing his friend attack, produce a psychic blade and kind of just like nimbly step behind him, sort of doing, just like going up, flanking. I know I'm technically not flanking here because he's not technically, he's 5 feet away from Willa. But anyway,
got
I'm
you.
going to cut him. I'm going to cut him good with a psychic blade.
All right.
Which I will do with my primary hand. Bam, no sneak. We got a 18.
That's going to hit.
All right, let's do it. 12. Oh, sorry, I accidentally rolled sneak on that. 8 psychic damage.
Okay. Got it.
He's still up.
Still
He's
up.
not a scrub. Dang
Really
it.
hurt.
I was really hoping to get 2 of you at once, and then Razik comes
Well,
with
he's still a
his
scrub,
backhand.
just not a that's not a scrubby.
Well, I say that to
Um,
him, and then I give him my backhand psychic blade. Kind of do like downward cross motion, upward cross motion.
Perfect.
And I will roll damage.
That
on
definitely
that,
hits.
And that'll be a 7.
How do you do it? How do you finish him?
I just blade right to the neck, and as his kind of like eyes, I think, surge with a little like purplish psychic energy that just kind of pulsates out of him. gonna say, and that's why you don't throw spears at my friends.
Before he can even comprehend what just happened to him, he collapses dead. Is that your turn?
I will move up.
Just sorry, Raz. Just so you know, right before your mood changed, I had asked you to protect Gemma because she's going to try to flank around and free the last hurrah before.
Okay. Yes, I definitely remembered that. So I will actually not go south towards more of the scrubs. I will go 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'll stand next to you, Anton, as I make my way over to Gemma. And that's my turn.
Cool. Next guard over here actually moves to stand beside the last hurrah and ready in action for anyone who comes close to chuck a spear. And it's Willa's turn.
Willa will start to run south. 5, 10, 15, 25. She's going to run south towards this guy. You see she kind of has like an uneasy look on her face, and she's like, maybe we don't kill each other? I don't know. And then she's going to swing. Non-lethal damage.
I don't know.
I don't know.
20?
That's a hit for sure.
10 bludgeoning, non-lethal.
Oh, gets a big hit in the head and just seems to be barely hanging on to consciousness, but still is.
She'll swing again for a 23.
That's a hit.
And 13 bludgeoning, non-lethal.
Right. You knock this guy out.
Perfect.
Right.
She'll take one more step forward with the last of her movement. That's it for her.
Okay, cool. Good turn. Next guard here, the one who was bloodied, moves back, trying to recover, and notices Gemma over here. So moves here. And chucks the spear that he had towards.
Do I have any cover?
You have half cover.
Oh, great. Oh, wow. Okay.
Which I got a 19. We have a +2 to your AC. Does it still hit?
That hits.
Okay. Good roll there with 5 piercing. As it
Okay.
goes right through partially of the bushes and strikes you. And that is it for the guard. You now see this brass dragonborn priest step forward, recognizing the gold and white colors of the Damarian Empire, as well as one of Arathis, the one of the gods of light, god of the Damarian Knights, and god of justice. Steps forward. And you begin to see him pray and swirl his arms around with this prayer. And outward of 15 feet, you see these little, almost like these little justice scales, but tons of them swirling around out to 15 feet, and the sort of holy aura.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I really hope that's not Spirit Guardians.
It is Spirit
Razak says out of character.
Oh, it is Spirit Guardians? I had no idea.
We don't.
We don't.
You wouldn't know.
Well, now I know.
Some of them I know.
You did a really good job of describing that spell, Wes. That was really cool.
Thank you. Okay. And after that action, steps forward. Alaresh Bahadur.
Aha.
All right, steps forward there, casting the spell, just moving forward, arms outward. Also taking out this mace. And that is Alaresh. It is now a guard over here in the corner. Will 5, 10. We'll move there and throw another spear. Also, since you stepped forward, I didn't do the held action for this guard that was here. So they'll both throw a spear at you, Willa. Since you came in the range of his held action. 11 and a 10. I think both miss you.
Yep, both miss.
All right. Then this guard here actually moves towards you in melee range and tries to stab you with his spear with a 7. So that will miss as well. Just deflecting all these attacks. And it goes to Darius Sade.
It's a cool
Will
name.
move here and takes his sword
Oh, that's something big.
and strikes the leader of the last hurrah.
What?
That's what I was afraid of.
You
With a
coward.
24.
Counterspell. I don't know. Fuck. God damn it.
And once with the long sword and twirls out a short sword and stabs down at her with a final move. With an 18. Killing Adia Raylan.
No.
No.
And he kind of looks up with a grin at all of you. Smug grin.
Son of a bitch.
All of the companions, the last hurrah, are screaming. There's tears coming down their eyes. It goes to Anton. Your turn. The knight, Lady Venora, standing above you on her horse, her sword pointed towards you.
This is intense.
I'm at
Anton, we got-
disadvantage because she's on her
No.
horse. Is that right?
What's
Oh,
that?
Interesting.
Am I at
Well-
disadvantage because she's mounted?
Anton, we gotta take out
Technically,
that
still within 5 feet of you.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm going for Lady Venora. Let's see. For 19 plus 1
Oh, because you're blessed.
because I'm blessed.
Because you're blessed. So 20 hits.
For 6 slashing, 4 poison.
Okay, let's do that con save for the poison. Nat 20 on that. She's rolling crazy high. Wow. Okay, but takes half. Okay, got it. That's
Second
your first
slash.
attack. Yep. Oh, nat
Actually-
20.
She has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws because of the warp metal.
Oh, thank you.
Mm.
Let me roll that again for the con save. 4, so it takes that additional 2 damage. Good call on that, Gemma.
Good
And you got
attack.
a nat 20. What's that?
It's having good attack with a nat 20.
Yeah.
For
Nice.
16 slashing, 6 poison maybe.
I'll get that disadvantage on the con to see what we go with that. That's an 8. Fails, and we'll take the full damage. Nice hits there.
All right. She's going to get my offhand attack here. Not 20.
Nice, yeah,
my
Anton,
God.
yeah.
For 9 piercing.
9. You're killing it now as she's with those quick strikes of and the piercing through. You get her right into the side where she couldn't protect it. And you can see this dark crimson start to drip down in between her armor and down onto the edge of her horse, onto the white fur of her horse. She's really hurt from those attacks. That was great, Anton. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to action surge.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
For
Get pissed, Anton.
13.
If you're gonna have another nat 20, I was gonna lose my shit. All right, sweet. So you get 12. However, that is not enough, and she is able to parry that last attack on your action surge.
Right.
Well, you get a second attack on your action surge attack.
You do.
Nat 20,
Which
nat 20.
is 21.
Oh, 21,
Okay.
technically better.
All these attacks are too high. She tries to parry and can't.
For 8 slashing. Maybe 6
Let's
poison.
roll that con save. How do you kill the Marian Knight, Lady Venora Hathran?
There's a little bit of hesitation in my eye as I sort of meet eyes with her, and almost to say like, sorry, you chose the wrong path. But I very humanely swing my Khopesh directly under her underarm to go straight into her heart and kill her instantly.
You could see her eyes roll back, and realizing just for a moment, you can see this feeling of regret and that she failed in her task, and slumps off of her horse, landing onto the dirt and the ground below her.
Yeah.
And she is dead.
Anton
Her
pays
horse.
her a single eyebrow raise of respect as he looks down.
More like Lady
Anton,
Venora.
take inspiration. Take inspiration for the eyebrow raise and the cool attacks as the horse rides off, just at least a bit to get out of now that the rider is dead. Anton, you stand there, blades outward, and everyone raises their eyebrows in respect. As it
More
goes
like
to
Lady
Gemma.
Venora has been. Am I right?
Wait, can I move since I haven't moved?
Instead of Hathran.
You totally
Yes, you can move. You can totally move.
Okay. So I'm gonna run towards this bloody knight here, who is in the path of my dear friend Gemma. And get
Okay.
ready for
You slowly move towards this guard here, who almost seems shaken, seeing you. Oh no! This is gleaming armored warrior who just killed this knight. Moves forward. Gemma, what are you doing? You lose concentration on your spell because you won't need that anymore.
Yeah. She's going to. Damn, she's kind of tearful about what happened to the leader, but.
Of the last hurrah.
Of the last hurrah, yeah. Oh no, Lady Venora. No, I'm just kidding. She's going to. Oh shit, where was I? I was right here, I think. It says 20 feet. She's going to manifest that magic inside of her, and like she's gonna feel the anger, and she's gonna have like this electricity start sparking around her, and she's gonna shoot a lightning bolt across the field to this way towards Alrush and this lowly guard as well.
So you want to go ahead and bring that template on so we can see that?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
While you're doing that, I just want to bring attention to something else that Anton, when you step forward towards that guard, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. You should have a +2 to that already activated.
Oh no, is it cursed?
Okay.
That bless.
The blessing.
8 + 6. Put the 6 from the
You
bless.
made it by 1, Anton.
Nice.
Ooh.
You are safe. Back to...
It's half damage. It's half damage, though.
Oh, is it? Thank you for
Yeah.
being so honorable.
No.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're
It won't let me
correct. It
drag
is.
on template. Sorry.
Okay, I'll get in a second. Let me
Yeah.
just roll. That was my first time using that, but thank you. So 13, have a 13.
Oh, there it goes.
Is, do 14. So it
I
would be
dragged it on
6.
for you, Mike.
6 radiant damage you take, Anton. It's one of these floating scales knocks against you.
Ow! Who throws a scale? Honestly.
Honestly.
I think it's like this, and then just
Uh,
adjust slightly so you're not roasting.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
first-
is essentially in that area. Yeah, like that. But I think it still gets just Alaresh and then the one guard is how I angled it.
Yeah,
Is
gotcha.
how I angled this way. I know the template's all goofy, so
Yeah, no worries.
Let's see.
Just
Let's
that as a
do
cool visual.
Yeah, it's
lightning bolt
snapping.
first.
You can hit hold down Option or Alt, and you can.
I did.
Move
It's
it
just
more
kind of
accurately.
awkward.
All right, no
Oh, no.
worries. I think we get it.
Shit. Okay. She lets out this blast of lightning, like her eyes glow, and lets out a blast of lightning in this direction for 31 lightning, but she also failed her wild magic surge.
All right, and you got 92. Let's see what that does. I don't. Nothing that can be revealed to you now, but it was.
Take
Let me
it.
say, it's a really good thing.
That's
Okay,
the worst
I'll
thing.
take it.
Okay.
It's a really good thing.
So he also has to roll, I think Spirit Guardians is con. I don't remember.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
first let's do the
Concentration?
decks.
Yeah.
So they will both have to see if they avoid this spell. Oof. The guard got a 16. Makes it.
Beats it.
Alaresh got 2. Completely caught off guard. Takes the full brunt of that damage. You fry Alaresh.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
You see just this brass dragonborn who was so concentrated and seemed very confident in his holy magic just suddenly get shocked and falls dead.
He blocked most of it for that other dude, is what happened.
And it's still enough to fry the poor guard, even though he made it and dodged it. He's just not strong enough, and you fry both of them.
Gemma kind of like is trying to get her balance back and like pushing forward. She's gonna use the remaining 10 feet, 10 feet to just get a little bit closer to the last hurrah, and that's her turn.
Awesome. Just so you know, too, moving through the rocks and everything is difficult terrain.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think I just had enough just to get there.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
that's like one of the most brutal things I've seen Gemma do. Fry two dudes with a lightning bolt 100 feet long. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
She doesn't
That's
like to do that.
epic.
Yeah, that
I
was
got the
awesome.
better of her. Yeah.
Hardcore.
The guard lets go of the reins. Is sort of like, fuck this, you know, like
I do
everyone's
this
dying.
there. I do this.
I would for
Um,
sure run away if I was him.
And he's just gonna try and throw a spear at Gemma right now. Just staying his distance, but also like I'm not gonna try and hold on to this horse right now. With a 14.
It's coming towards Gemma, and she smacks it out of the air with like a flash of like blue shield, like a blue shield appears out of nowhere.
Nice.
Cool.
Casting shield.
And then makes her wild magic surge as well.
Sweet. Cool. The camera like cuts to Savamel. He's just watching. He's just like, yes. Oh
Good.
yeah, it's pretty cool. He's pretty yeah.
He's just like playing with his crossbow.
Put down that goddamn bacon Savamel and help.
He moves forward and goes and fires his crossbow at this guard in front of Anton. With a 12. Does that make it? I don't remember. I don't think it does. Just goes wide. Oh, dang. I'm all out of spells. Well, he's kind of shouting out to Anton. Just stay alive. I can help you. And it goes to Razik.
All right. Could you briefly? I'm up against this stone structure. This is the entrance, right? It's like a.
It's like a fountain,
hole, right?
It's like an old stone fountain, water fountain.
Okay.
That's crushed and collapsed, so it's difficult terrain to move through there.
Gotcha. Okay,
You can
but
do it,
it's
Razik.
like subterranean. It's not like blocking. Is it blocking my view currently? Because I'm kind of like.
It's not blocking your view. No.
Okay, excellent.
Kind of goes up to your waist.
Let's
Get
see.
him. Get him.
I can. So.
Technically, this is free, right? Because she's down.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good point, actually. I actually could move there and do that. I will. I'm sorry. As I step on the body, I step next to the body of their friend. I run up, just with a purpose. My friends and comrades having dispatched the what I viewed as the main threat of the priest, and Razik just dives right for Darius. Just in a running sort of like blur. He comes and he places himself like as respectfully as he can, while still standing on top of the corpse, and comes down with two swings, one with his primary and one with his secondary.
Yes, let's move you over that. There you go. Standing respectfully over the corpse. Go for it.
And would we say that the last draw is technically my allies?
I would say that they are, yes.
Beautiful. I love it.
Nice.
Thank you. It's very kind of you, Benevolent DM, as I use my sneak attack.
They are.
My first blow
Enemy
with
of your
a
enemy.
16 to hit.
Deflects it with his sword.
Dang. So that's going to be another backhand. And I can use my sneak attack not retroactively, but like I can wait to see the outcome before I add it, right? Or do I say it at the same time?
I think you can just add it to whenever you hit.
Okay, whenever I
just
hit. Okay,
add it.
excellent.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I
will hit.
wasn't cheating as I hit with a 20 and use my sneak on that. Once it goes. There we are.
There it
An
is.
8 plus an 8. So 16. And that is Razik's turn.
Likes one of the attacks and leaving himself open for you to fire another one right into his chest. Oh. He looks at you with a smug grin. As if that was nothing.
I look at
Goes
him
to
with an
Willow.
even smugger grin.
There's so much smugness.
You gotta
going
smug
on.
off.
Smug off.
I give him an even more shit-eating grin because I can be more obnoxious than you.
Everyone stops.
gonna kill you in a
fighting and,
second.
surround them. Just taking it the smug off. Yeah.
All right, Willa, you're up.
Willa saw Darius. Was it Darius? take down, I don't know the name, the leader, and her face just kind of like drops. These were like her heroes, right? So she just kind of is like, no, and she's overcome with like emotion, and all of a sudden she transforms into her.
Everyone's getting pissed tonight and
Wyvern.
powering up.
Yeah.
I love it. It's very Dragon Ball Z tonight.
Let me see if I could drag that on. There we go.
It's not gonna take like 16 episodes though. We just do it.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, Will is gathering energy.
Another 4
All right, I'm
weeks.
gonna go make a sandwich.
Sitting here like still making this spirit bomb.
Yeah. You see her transform into her wyvern form as the material, clothing, and possessions melt away and transform as these huge wings emerge into this amethyst wyvern. This huge beast. The guard next to it goes, oh shit! What do you do, Willa?
Willa will strike out with an unarmed strike. So she uses her claws on her wings.
Oh
my god.
That's a definite hit.
30. That's a
Side
first.
puppets,
10 slashing. I think there should be a +1 in there as well. So that would be 11.
That's perfect. How do you kill that one?
Oh man, does she kill it?
I think
Yeah.
in this form.
Yeah. She's
I'll say,
overcome with emotion.
Yeah. Definitely overcome with emotion as you slash through.
She kind of just slashes through his stomach and then takes her claws back out.
This feral
Guys,
beast.
this fight is really affecting me emotionally. This is crazy.
Focus, Razak, focus.
And
There's
she's
so many
gonna-
feelings.
5, 10, 15. She stomps on over to the other guy closest to her.
Almost like this walking Jurassic Park dinosaur moving forward with this crazy intent. That's the end of your turn. Oh no,
Then
you
she
got
makes
another
a second
attack. Sweet.
for 23.
Definitely hits.
10 slashing.
He's like, You slash across, and just for the cinematic purposes, you kill him as well.
Hell yeah.
It tears into him. You see blood splash across the plants and the trees behind him as he's torn apart. Some of the last hurrah are looking up like kind of fearful, but also like,
get it away from me! Get away!
one of them is nodding like, that's awesome. And
Can they roll
anything
a
else?
shoot your pants throwing save?
I'd like to roll that too, actually.
23.
Everybody roll around.
Anything else, Willa?
She just moves forward and she's like staring deeply at Darius. Also smug. Looking smug.
Smug for a feral wyvern.
I don't know how.
You've got like a smirk, like a toothy grin.
This guard next to Anton attempts to break free. So he's bloodied. We'll use his action to disengage and dash out of there like a coward.
This fucking
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Dude, could you post a full-size picture of Willow's transformed form in the Tales of Terramir Discord chat?
Sure. This
The
might.
server, rather?
I don't want to do the. We'll get to that a little bit later. If I do the Z double click thing, it could freeze up stuff, and I don't want to do that while we're streaming, because it has frozen things up before. But Hannah, if you want to share that, you're more than willing to.
Yeah.
All right, so the guard takes off and out of sight. It goes to Darius Sade, who is trying to fight back against Razak currently, and will do a long sword attack, 2 long sword attacks, and a short sword attack. 23 on the long sword.
All right, I'll take it, but I'll uncanny dodge it.
Okay.
So I'll have whatever damage that it does.
Got
to
it. The other 2 attacks that he swung missed. So that's 12 slashing, so you take 6.
Me. Beautiful. I always forget about my uncanny dodge. And that's actually not in a reaction to use that. I always thought it was for some reason. But I would like to use my reprisal, my psychic reprisal.
It is a reaction. You can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
When you see an attacker that hit you, use... Oh, it is. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Never mind.
No worries. Anton, you're up. Combat's almost over.
Okay, what's wrong with this dude, really quick, before Anton goes?
What you got?
Knocked out.
He's knocked out.
Yeah.
Knocked out.
How did
It's
that
one of the
happen?
dudes that Willa.
Oh,
was
Willa
by.
knocked her out. Okay.
Yeah.
I think he was knocked out before Willa.
2 hard bombs.
Wild it out.
I don't know how I missed that.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, let me get my ruler out here. Oh yeah. So.
Everyone's
Okay,
just
so-
de-lining it after this dude.
Why didn't you throw one of your axes, Anton?
You did earlier.
It always works really well.
So I don't really care about this guy. I want to
Just cut your
come.
way through him.
I'm just gonna run past him to come over to. Sorry, RV.
RV, yep.
RV, and cut her loose.
Okay, go to her and help free her. Sure.
Yeah.
She sees you come forward and she kind of moves to the side to allow you to release her bonds. You can use your action to do so.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's my action, and I still get a bonus action, right?
Yeah,
Or my
get a
second
bonus.
action, which I will use.
Your
to...
second action.
Oops. Sorry, I'm not close enough yet.
If you have extra movement, you can move through your allies.
That was 25. I can move through.
No, you can't because it would be
Okay.
35.
I don't
move
think I
through an
can get
ally.
anywhere. Yeah. Then I think that was 30.
Throw an
feet,
hand axe.
so, I still have
That
2.
was a bonus.
Or I
You
had
have
2.
one left.
I don't
have
think you
one
can do
left.
that as a bonus. Like you have to attack in order to use your bonus.
That's what I'm saying. It would be his second action or his second attack.
You have to attack to use the offhand, I think.
Not as an offhand, I'm saying.
Second attack.
Oh, I see.
No, no.
Yeah, you're right. I see what you're saying. Yep, you're right. So I think that's it for
Okay.
you, Anton.
Well, then I just push RV towards Darius because I know she wants revenge for her friend.
Go. Here's a hand axe.
Yeah, go get her. Oh yeah, she's unarmed. No, you're right. She's unarmed. I want to give her my. Yeah, I want to give her. Let's see.
The hand axe?
Hand axe
or something?
I got.
Give her a spoon. Why a spoon?
Maybe he doesn't have enough spoons to give.
'Cause it's
Did you think
dull,
about
you
that?
idiot.
I'm gonna give her my hand axe. I don't want to be caught without an offhand.
Okay. She grabs it, looks up in your eyes and nods, and it's Gemma's turn.
Gemma sees everyone converging on Darius, so she's going to cast. She's going to like look at him with anger and imagine him like being helpless, and she's going to cast Hold Person on him. See if that'll like fuck up some shit. One magic. And she makes her surge. But she will also run. You said this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She'll start making her way out this way. And that's her turn. If he makes, and yeah, how does he make it?
10, 20. Yeah, I see you make it there. That's towards Darius Sade.
Correct.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw for Hold Person. 11.
He's
So
held.
that must be a fail. He's currently held as everyone sees Gemma sort of step forward into the larger battlefield, hands outstretched, and Darius Sade freezes up with this sort of pained expression. And you are concentrating, and that's it. Your turn, Gemma?
Yes. Okay.
All right. This guard right here moves forward to strike you. Spear. 18. So, that will hit you. I'll roll your con save for concentration.
Shit.
And I got 10 damage against you.
Okay. I make a con, but
make the
10
con.
damage. Wow, okay.
10, yeah.
She just takes a big hit, like, fuck.
Yeah. All right, Savamil's turn. Moves over here, fires his crossbow towards the guy in front of you. 15, misses by 1. Dang.
Oh, wow.
Just misses.
That sucks.
Just misses. Karsus. Razik, you're up.
Ruined his hair, I hope.
Oh, it did. You can see the hair flutter in the wind.
I look Darius in the eyes as he's kind of like held in stasis, and I whisper into his ear. I say, "It's appropriate that you die this way, helpless. You're doing that onto others." And he pulls out a psychic blade, and he just like comes at him across the throat. Because he's incapacitated, he's paralyzed. So I think that means he's technically
advantage. You got advantage.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, I got sneak, and I'm going to use my bless too. So that is a 26 plus 3 to hit, so 29.
You have advantage.
Oh, yeah.
So
advantage.
Oh yeah, I do have advantage. Look at that. So let's see if I get a crit. No crit.
That's damage.
So damage. 13 sneak, 8 psychic with my main hand.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's a hit for sure.
Backhand, second psychic blade. That is going to be a nat 20.
Oh.
Wish I'd used my sneak on that, but
Nah.
it is okay. Sorry, accidentally.
Actually, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sure.
Paralyzed means that he gets a crit on every hit. If
Right.
he's within 5 feet.
Okay. Well, you just rolled it, so
Ignore that second set of psychic damage. It should just be 8 plus 1, so 9 additional.
That means you get your crit on the first attack too.
What does that mean? Just an extra damage roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'd just be an extra.
But
damage.
also crit, so it'd be double. So just hit the crit one again. Hit the crit attack again. There you go.
Okay, thank you for guiding me on that. I confused myself on that one. So altogether, that's going to be 13 plus 8.
28 damage.
28. Ooh.
Yeah.
Still up, but bloodied and pretty hurt.
Right, I'm going to...
Your sneak gets
Kinda-
crit too, doesn't
I
it?
am going to like
It did.
step casually
Gosh.
around him as I'm like eyeing him, and then I step behind him and I say, come finish him off, friends. And I'm gonna turn.
All right. Willa and Wyvern
attacks.
form.
Yes. Well, stomps forward to Darius. And she is going to...
You can see, even though he's held in physical position, his eyes just slowly turn towards you, and just there's a little bead of sweat going down as you approach.
Is this with advantage?
Yeah, and you
So
got
this with advantage.
I feel like
I'm
Willa's
at-
about to eat this guy.
I'll need some help with this. Yeah, the first hit, she lets out like a roar, like ah, and then she's gonna swing with her arm first.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
26.
obviously hit.
That'll be 6 slashing.
Roll that again because it's an automatic crit.
Rolled again. Okay.
Yeah, because it's double dice.
Oh.
Nice.
What is that? 14 for the plus
13.
1.
Oh, plus 1, yeah, 14.
14. How do you kill Darius Sade?
Ooh. She does the thing again where she sticks her claws into his stomach, and then she'll bite his body and kind of rip him in half.
Oh,
God.
There's blood that spews everywhere. Awesome.
House of the
Okay.
Dragon style.
Anything else for your turn?
Oh, who's left? Oh, Gemma. Okay.
There's only one left.
There. I mean, she would start making her way. So what? 5, 10, 15. I think that's as far as she can get. But yeah.
Ula just steps on him.
Oh yeah.
You're like making your way over.
He's dead.
She like covered in his blood.
Guys, we're brutal this session.
Yeah. I just wanted to
They-
add
they
Harvey
smashed my
in
horse.
case she comes in here.
I think this is our Dark Night of the Soul.
If you've got a horse, man, all bets are off. You're like just forfeit.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the horse guy, isn't it? The one in front of Gemma.
Yeah, he's the one who did it.
Oh yeah, he's the worst out of all of them.
He's next. He's mine. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Get him, Anton.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And,
are you done with your turn, Willa?
Yeah, Willow's done. Anton,
yeah.
you're up.
He's like, I want to kill someone. I want to kill someone.
There's one remaining. One guard
All right.
remaining.
Anton's gonna kind of shrug and just gently take his axe back from Harvey.
She's like,
Really need it.
I really
You're
need
like- you're like, I got this.
And then
Actually,
yeah, sorry. And then yeah, I'm gonna run towards this horse slasher here and fuck him up with Kopesh.
You fuck him up, he says.
15.
Just misses.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought that was a
Yeah.
hit. All right, that's okay. Second attack. God damn it.
Well, you have your bless too. Are you not? Is that not counting it?
Oh, I thought
Yeah, it
you
was nice.
didn't break concentration.
No, that's Savamil.
No, Savamel.
D4, D4. 2 D4.
So add a
Okay.
D4 to your first. To both. Add a D4 to both. So roll 2 D4s.
You literally need like a 2.
A 1.
A 1,
Need a
yeah.
1.
A 1, right.
So the first one hits. Go ahead and roll. Oh, yep. Both hit. Go. So you got damage for the first
Alright.
one there.
So I got the 5 and 3. The 5
Yep.
slashing, 3 poison. Then I got 7 slashing and 3 poison. If she
It's
fails the con.
It's enough with that final attack. How do you finish him off?
I grab his head and where's Sulaine? Oh,
She's
I
just
grab
to
his
the
head
side.
and I turn his head so that he's facing Sulaine, and I slowly push the Kopesh up under his jaw. into his brain.
It pierces his lower jaw, and you can see him writhe as blood is going down his neck, and life leaves him. Slides off your blade and lands onto the ground. The forest growing peaceful once again.
Gemma says, that
And-
one knocked-out guy was talking about hurting Sulaine too. You should kill him.
a respectable amount of time after freeing the last hurrah to loot the bodies. What's a respectful amount of time for that? I guess it's Anton and Gemma and quiet.
Everyone stands in shock for a moment.
Are we out of rounds then?
Yes.
Gemma rushes over to, what's the name of the leader? I'm sorry, there's
Adia.
Adia. And the whole time she says to Anton, she's like, I'm so sorry. I couldn't get to them in time. I couldn't. And she's trying to like close the wounds on her. Trying to help.
And your everyone sees Gemma's hands begin to glow with this white radiance. And out of this desperation, the wounds seal on Adia. And she wakes up alive.
Wait, it worked?
And we're going to go to our first break right here. We're back. Welcome everyone. Before our break, first of all, I think collectively we can agree we have already agreed it was one of our coolest combats. We exited after Anton received the Plate of the Archheart, a legendary magical armor. For completing the trials, he received this reward, being the one remaining there in this room, breaking the curse. And everyone emerged to find a bunch of Imperial soldiers and a Domarian knight there to take Anton to fulfill the for being wanted, dead or alive. And after some threats to his horse, finding out that there is a tracker on his horse, that's how they're able to find him. And seeing that the last hurrah was also captured. Our heroes went into battle with a purpose and fought against these enemies and finished them off, and saved the last hurrah. While Adia, the leader, was struck down, however, Gemma did move toward her, and in this sort of desperation, seemed to heal Adia and bring her back to consciousness. That's where we left off. That's where we're at now. Adia kind of comes to life and looks around, and you can see the members of the last hurrah look to you, Gemma, and can't believe what you just did.
Try to help Adia up, and also loosen the bindings of the other members as well.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
You speaking to Adia?
Oh, yeah. And everyone in general, sort of like,
Yeah.
You guys okay?
They're all just sort of ignoring the rest of you, or rest of them are ignoring you and just looking at Adia, and Adia's nodding. Yeah, I think so. Wow, what happened?
we fought them off.
Yeah.
You see Savamel step forward slowly and has his hand on your shoulder and leans down next to you, Gemma, and just looks you in the eyes. Gemma, how did you do that?
I don't know. I assume it was some of the magic. I've been doing all kinds of weird things lately, so I just assumed it was that. Right?
Yeah. Willa will change down into her regular form, calming down, and she's like, Gemma, you've been blessed with this type of magic. What you did was amazing.
Just wanted to help her. I wasn't able to reach her in time. And this guy struck her down. He kind of kicks Darius.
How did they get the better of you? Anton asks the lady, the last hurrah.
Yeah. Thalabeth, this the dark-skinned dwarf cleric that you've met before, obviously, kind of looks up towards you and goes, we were preparing to go into the trials, and it was the morning this morning. We were gathering our things and we saw them approach our side of the city. Not sure where all of you were camped, but we were out towards the west. We were closing up our camp and they came in. And we tried to escape, but they surrounded us and captured us. Mentioned that we may be with you, Anton. We then went peacefully, but they bound us and, well, they were cruel. They tortured us and held us here for hours until you exited. We were told to wait. I wasn't sure that you'd all ever get out, because most don't. But you did. You came out alive, and you can see the Orisia, the half-elf, roguish type, goes, "Yeah, I didn't think you'd all emerge like you did. You saved us, though. We thank you for that."
You didn't find the treasure, but you found us. Consider yourself lucky.
The friends they made was the treasure.
Yeah. As it holds up his hand, he's like diddling.
I just kind of throw that, kind of slipped out in there.
Willow agrees.
Hey, so
we really got to come up with a group name, guys, for moments like this.
She goes, "You really do. You really do need to."
Yeah, we didn't get past the first room, actually, so we're okay. In the dungeon. Okay.
So Anton is going to, if you'll bear with him, he's going to walk all the way over here to Sulaine. He's going to fish the tracking stone out of the saddle. He's going to walk silently all the way back over to the dead body of Lady Venora and take the other stone out of her hand. Put that one in his pocket. And he's going to walk over to this knocked out.
You grab it, though, Anton, and you can feel that you can almost feel the heat through your glove, your new gauntlet. It's hot as you pick it up. But yeah.
Well, I'm going to, unless it's burning my skin, I'm going to keep holding it in my pocket.
It's fine enough to hold. It's just really hot in your pocket.
Okay. And then I'm going to put the tracker in the pocket of this knocked out guy here.
The iron disc piece?
Yeah, the iron disc, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll walk back over to the group. Okay.
All right.
Group, I have an idea. We can wake this guy up, send him back with his tail between his legs to Jane and Avario. We'll always know how far they are away from us.
If they decide to take him.
If what?
If they decide to take him, right? Like
yeah, unless they kill him or
for incompetence.
Well, I guess that's
something.
the play.
Yeah, right. Well, at least know that how long it takes for him to, or if he gets closer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the hope, is that he joins with their party. It's worth a shot. What do you think?
Looking around at everyone, maybe he just got promoted. You never know.
Yeah.
While you're talking, Anton, an injured Sulaine comes up to you and nudges you.
Oh. Pull out a carrot and try to feed her.
Yeah.
Horse takes it.
Willa, can you help me? Maybe we can help Sulaine with tending to her a little.
I think I have a potion of healing.
Oh, we can do that. Yeah.
Give that to her. She'll pull out her potion and.
Will Sulaine recover if we rest?
She will.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you can be down to 1 hit point. Take a long rest.
He's worried. You're worried about your horse. It's okay.
I don't think you can quite give the potion to Sulaine.
Can't like dip the carrot into it and
Right.
Just put on some bread, I guess, and get
Like,
we're
farm Hold her
girls,
mouth open.
Yeah,
Come on.
We have. That's why I asked Willa to help. We're farm girls. We can run.
Yeah.
nurse
Back
these
on the
horses.
farm, they put it in the back end. That's still
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the plan. Willa had to
True,
hold
Willa?
Tulane down.
Right.
Magic enema.
High
I was
five,
gonna
Willa.
suggest doing
Oh
one of the
my
stones, putting one of the stones up the guards, track them.
Fantastic. Is she better? Is she better now?
After resisting and hoof pounding some of you, it's fine. Looks like Salvador says forward and goes, actually, it looks like Anton could use that potion. I'm all out of healing abilities tonight, for today.
Are we staying the night then, though?
You see Adia is starting to get to her senses. Looks to her companions. If you don't mind, we'd like to camp with you all and make our way back to the main road. Don't think we'll be going into the trials this time.
We got the answer sheet if you want it. No, but yeah, we safety in numbers. I think. I mean, we're not going anywhere. I don't think so. Could use the company. What about this guy? Do we pitch him outside the city, or just let him wake up on his own?
I think we let him wake up on his own so he doesn't suspect that we're up to anything. He just thinks that he survived the fight by chance. Wanders back to his masters. Licks their boots.
All right. We're camped just a couple 100 yards out that way. Why don't we search these bodies and get some rest?
Yeah. Let's do it.
That sounds great. And if while we're between us checking the bodies and us like going to sleep, Razik would want to engage Savmil and Anton in a conversation and just be like,
Guys, we're camping with totally hot babes who we just saved. Just saying.
I was like, they just went through a lot. I don't think that they're any interested.
that's
in
when they're
anything
that's when people are that's what you don't understand about. Maybe it's different down in the sea, man.
No, maybe that's why you're still single, Razik.
Ouch.
One of them just
Can
died,
we?
so.
Can we search the bodies?
Yes.
Are you married, Savamil? Is there something you're not telling me about?
No, I'm pretty single too.
Okay, good.
I think for Razik,
sure you're
it's
an
about,
absentee father or something. That would be bad.
No, I'm
for
single.
Razik, it's about the implication.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just saying, like, it's a traditional trope. And Savmil and Anton and Razik are having this conversation in a field somewhere. Outside of camp. Saying it's not, it's more traditional gender role, but, hero gets the girl. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Out of character. Let's show them some respect about that.
No, I agree. I'm not gonna. I was just, like, trying to make it light.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to do rape culture or anything. I was just saying, like, hey.
Please, let's move
chicks.
on. All right.
Can we investigations?
Jesus Christ. Search the bodies. Investigation, please.
Does a 1? Do I find anything with a
That
1?
Gemma's a little distracted.
Yeah, she's trying to
Gemma's-
come to like terms with get her head around everything that just happened too.
Totally. And I think what you just were able to do as well with Adia. Razik, you look amongst the bodies and you did find the tracking devices Anton already had found those and moved them. Amongst just like standard equipment, there's some rations that you can pick up. I think some of you are actually low on these. You find 6 rations total.
I'll get this down, I guess.
Because that can be used, and like I said, I think some of you are.
Yeah, I've only got one.
Yeah. You also find a collection, all of them being. Let me see here. Collective of 12 gold. Mostly 12 gold pieces, mostly up from Lady of Honora.
Okay. I'm after we get all this treasure and we rest, I'm gonna throw the loot in the chat for everyone so you can scoop that up.
Cool.
How intact is Lady Venora's armor?
Mostly intact. Other than some simple wear and tear. It can be worn.
Willa
Go ahead.
Willa will point at it. She's not really sure. She looks to the group. She's like, "Do you guys think that this might come in handy sometime? Maybe trying to get past some people?"
That's a great idea. Well, we can maybe stick it in the bag. It seems like there's a lot of room in here.
Yeah.
You hear it echo.
Echo.
In her back.
Winston. All right. Is that plate armor? Can we do that?
Yes. So you want to write Damarian Knight plate armor.
Nice.
Good idea.
Thanks.
So just the 6 rations and 12 gold?
Yep, and the armor.
And the armor. Okay.
Plate armor is pretty good.
Any hand axes? You should pick your hand axes up, Anton.
I'll say you can recover your hand axes. Anton, you should have your 2.
All right.
And the armor, by the way, Razik, because you had missed
sorry.
it,
Misfire.
is no worries. Anton's wearing plate armor, by the way.
Fuck off.
Hear that?
You're like, whoops.
Anton accidentally threw an axe.
How do you roll a 0?
I don't think he has
It's
it
not
set
in
up
there
right.
correctly.
Okay.
I'm sending you something, Justin. So.
He dropped it.
You see that armor, Rob?
Yeah, it's wicked cool.
If you scroll
So
down.
that's what the Darius
what-
had on him?
Oh, that's what Anton is wearing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I got that from some spooky ghosts.
It's true.
Yeah, our camp is just over here. Your horses? What about your horses?
Do you go back to where you originally placed them? And I shared
Not
that
our
for,
horses, but
Razik.
the last hurrah's horses. I'm just asking.
look-
yeah.
They look at you when you say that, and they slaughtered our horses.
Oh
No.
guys, I'm so sorry.
Kick Darius again on the ground.
Yeah, it was mostly him actually.
Mm.
Looks like they almost killed your beautiful horse. Adia goes up and pats Sulaine on the neck. Pats her.
Maybe we can catch up with that nice horse as well. Maybe you guys can use that.
That's a good idea.
Adia goes, actually, it's a great idea. That's something I can do. And you see her move forward, and she goes, just give me a few minutes. I'll be back. And
Okay.
so you're sort of looking around and almost looking for the hoofs and tracking it, and takes off into the forest.
Our camp's over here if you guys want to join us.
In the meantime, yeah, you all continue south. You do find the place where The rest of the horses are tied up. It seems that they had found Sulaine, and obviously the tracker on her and brought her out, leaving the others tied up. Your horses are still there, and you're able to gather your horses. And RV here, the barbarian type, goes, let's go a little further this way. Adia will make her way back. We'll make camp down here tonight. Continue for about an hour or so, traveling through the ruins of Yelquinal, and get to a decent spot to make camp. Eventually, Adia does come back riding on the knight's horse.
I'll take it while she comes in, and help tie it down and feed it and everything.
Yeah, she comes riding back on this partially armored knight's horse. She goes, I'm going to have to remove this armor from it.
Yeah.
Pats it. It's a little too recognizable with this, but be a good horse for us.
Maybe we should take that horse armor too.
That sounds like a good idea.
Feel
Costume.
free to take it.
Like a costume.
Yeah.
Definitely help her take it off and feed it into the bag, as if you guys don't mind, this might help us get through the remaining parts of the empire.
Oh, go for it. Take it, she says. You get a set of, just for now, put medium horse armor.
Medium horse armor.
Yeah. Medium Damarian Knight horse armor.
Right.
And begin to make camp. At this point, the sun is definitely beginning to get low on the horizon. The amount of daylight is growing warmer and dimmer as you begin to make camp. The rest of the last Terral kind of go about their business. They're used to making camp as fellow adventurers. One of them begins to light a fire, and one of them begins to cook. Thalabeth starts the fire, and then RV comes back with a deer on her back and is starting to cook like fresh venison. And you're left to sort of sit around the fire and discuss anything you'd like.
Well, I'm sorry you
that
all
was a
had to
crazy
miss
day.
the ruins.
You see Adia approach and go, how was it?
1 out of 5 stars. If I could rate it lower, I would.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, that bad. Anton shakes a little sand out of his sleeve.
We did
Oh,
pretty
man,
good,
that's
though.
everywhere. Oh, we did well. Yeah.
We survived.
You survived. I would say that's a job well done. And you look like you have you found something, pointing towards Anton's like regal fancy armor.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Like lens flare off off like a shoulder pad or something. It's like shing.
Well, how do you all feel about it? I mean, everything.
Are
that
we the
happened-
chosen ones now? Like, so we conquered. Like, how do we tell people about it? Like,
That's the thing. We
it's
don't.
kind of a big deal, you know?
We don't want anyone to know where we are.
That's true.
We don't want anyone
God,
to
I'm
know.
such a bad
who I am.
assassin. You don't want people to know where you are. It makes so much sense. This is probably why I got exiled. Who knows?
Tell us your story.
Yeah, let's go.
You tell me,
yeah.
brother.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway,
It was a happy.
let's have some
happy
rations.
little
Why don't we
adventure.
have some? Why don't we stop this conversation and have some rations? Forget all about it.
Would you say, Willa?
Oh, I was just saying it was a happy little adventure that we went on, and I think we all came out stronger as a team afterwards.
Got to Willa covered in blood around the fire.
We're all covered in blood.
Just
I'll-
saying that like
I'll
adorable thing.
do the rounds of prestidigitation and clean
Picking
everybody up.
gristle out of her teeth from one of the guards.
Crystal. Oh, thanks, Gemma.
You've got a little ear on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got a little bit of here. Let me take care of that. Just kind of.
Yeah.
I didn't
Force
mean to
wave.
kill nobody.
Well,
When I saw Etta go,
mission failed.
Idia go down, it's sometimes I can't control my emotions that well.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
did
know
it to
what you
protect
mean.
your friends.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I think that you sound like they didn't deserve it.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm glad that at least one person survived it.
Yeah, so we
Hopefully
left
he'll
the guard behind, right? The checker on him.
Yes.
He'll probably wake up at some point. Hopefully, he doesn't make his way over to our camp. Even if he did,
We know it.
probably
right?
he would probably know it, and he'd probably stay away if he was smart. Comes in with a
Guards.
spear. Ah!
Those guards really seem to love their jobs. I thought, like, personally, after Gemma threw the lightning bolt out of her hands, if I was them, I would have run.
Well, one of them did.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that guy was smart.
That one ran away. We don't know what happened to him.
You guys
So there's
managed
Drew
to-
alive.
Maybe that guy's
Tearing
like,
his armor.
Yeah, it's gonna be a boss later.
All the people.
Well, I'm sorry
So
that
what do
you
you-
went through that last hurrah. If I had any alcohol, I would propose a toast to you ladies. But I think I just have maple syrup.
They all look over to Girona, who seems like to be like the troublemaker of them, the roguish one. Well, y'all know me way too well. So saving this bottle for when we got out of the trials, but that ain't gonna be happening anytime soon. Pops it open. Anyone want a shot of whiskey?
yes, that'd be great.
Here, here.
Y'all could use one.
Everyone, I assume, has their own kind of cup or mug, typically with everyone's equipment. Pours a little bit in everyone's cups. And Adia goes, well, shall we toast to it? Thanks for saving our lives.
Cheers.
Jeez.
Here's to the not last hurrah, I guess.
Well,
Sorry.
cheers to all of you for completing the trials. It's a big accomplishment. You should be proud of yourselves. Cheers, and thanks again for saving our lives. We owe you one. They all kind of nod and take their whiskey shot.
So where are you headed next?
Adia goes, we haven't really discussed it yet, but probably gonna might head back to Oaktown. At least go there to rest and collect ourselves, and we'll see what happens. Either we try the trials again or find some other adventure. But I think south is where we go. What about you all?
Maybe it's
Well-
best we don't actually tell anyone.
Yeah. We'll and
Oh,
we'll
that's
take.
fine. You don't have to tell us.
Well, it's
It'll
not.
be safer
it's
for
not
you.
for. Yeah, it's for your safety more than even ours. It's for all of our safety, actually.
But also,
It's-
yeah, also.
Definitely
If you're,
nothing
if you're
against.
truly grateful, you'll take. We'll take your discretion as payment.
Fair enough.
You can take the credit for killing all of those dudes.
No, we don't want that. Now we're gonna be.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, well, I don't want it.
We don't want to be wanted, apparently, as much as you. Looking at Anton.
Just say a wyvern swipe down.
Not untrue.
Yeah, it's not untrue. There's all manner of weird, scary monsters out here.
Yeah, they're kind of in the northern region.
Roycia Forest. Well, we're. Do you want to? I guess you said you're not going to tell us where you're headed. Oh.
Yeah, I think we should part ways after this drink.
Maybe we'll run into you guys again some other time.
I'm certain we will.
Hope so. Tomorrow, I guess we part ways.
Are you guys going to stay together and continue to adventure?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. We'll find something.
Is it just 4 of them?
Yeah. Well, any other final thoughts? One of them leans back. Oh, I'm so tired from being beaten all day.
No.
Well, good night. that's a dark thought to go to sleep to.
Yeah.
But I feel
Use
that
some rest.
you were tortured for a day, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
I would
well,
recommend
actually,
probably talking to your friends and to your family about what you experienced.
let me tell you the story about the entire ruins. First, we walked into a window, and she's gonna the rest of the night. She's telling the entire story.
The audio just sort of fades away, and yeah.
It's like C-3PO talking like in the Ewok Village. And,
transition over, and
while she's telling the story, though, can I kind of lean over to Anton, just talk to him, say,
yeah.
Did they say that those men were riding ahead to the next city, to the next town?
I don't know. I think you were listening more closely than I was.
God damn it.
He was so full of righteous rage he couldn't hear.
Does Anton know? Did you know what?
They did say that they were riding ahead along the Imperial Road.
Come on, Justin.
They didn't say where. They didn't say
where. Oh, okay. They said that those men are going to be ahead of us, so we definitely have to watch our backs. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't rest on our laurels. Avario and Jane are still out there, and they're not going to be as easy to take down as Lady Verona.
Benora.
Yeah, she was a good warrior, but she wasn't really a standout among her peers. So trust me, let's not get cocky.
We're getting further from the kingdom. Do you think they're going to be able to send more forces like that?
Oh, they have limitless forces. It depends on how angry we make them, how afraid we make them that they might not catch us. It's just not going to get better before it gets worse.
I kind of think that if they weren't angry or afraid before, this might have made them, that this will make them now,
I'm not sure what the final answer is. How do we get out of this? I think the only thing I can think of is to run. Even if we took out Jane and Avario, someone higher up might take their place. I'm not sure what to do. I'm at a loss. I think we just continue running, Gemma.
Stick to the plan. Okay.
Let's find a way to disappear.
Okay.
And with that, we do have to go to our final break before we get too close to the end of the night. So let's go ahead and take our final break for a few minutes, and we will be back. See you soon. Welcome back, everyone.
Woo!
I don't know why I said it that way. Welcome back, everyone.
It's
so-
after 10.
Yeah,
It's late hours, Wes.
that's true.
You're gonna take it down.
Fantastic.
Down a notch.
Fantastic.
Take us with your smooth, jazzy voice.
Let's go right back to where we were before. I had to unfortunately cut off the conversations, but was there anything else that anyone wanted to discuss just amongst yourselves? Maybe just the four of you, or away from the last hurrah, or anything else you want to talk about before we rest for the night?
How much further is it, sell the mill? I mean, if we're talking away from the last hurrah, you know, and not like within an earshot, so that they actually figure out where we're going.
Oh yeah, they don't mind if you kind of step away, and they, you know, there are many hours throughout the night, so you're all able to sort of step away for a moment. And Savamel, do you still have that map?
I do. I'm gonna go fishing through the bag.
Pulls it out. Everyone kind of takes a look at it, and you don't need to roll it. You can spend some time looking at it. We continued down across the forest. It took us about 3 to 4 days from the road to where we are. And actually, we'll show you go ahead and show you the world map, regional map, so you can get a better sense. Yeah, it took us about 4 days from the Imperial Road over to the ruins. About the same, probably. Back to the road, and then about another day to Redguard Keep. Could be a good place to stop. I don't know anything about it, though.
What about you, Anton? Do you know anything about it on your travels?
Anton, you do know about it. And I will reveal this handout to everyone. Let me get to it here. And many of you know the majority of this information. Anton, since you know the most, at least about this, for sure. You can read from it or ad-lib or whatever you want to do.
Tell us about Redguard Keep, Anton. Tell us a story.
She's got the big eyes.
So,
Just kind of crying a little bit.
called the Everwatch. Yeah, this was there was a faction of the Damari military called the Everwatch, and they were, they're seen as ancient, out of touch with modern times, but they're sages, there's warriors, taken an oath to keep the endless plains and surrounding lands safe from all danger. So this structure, the Red Keep, this is owned by them. They're not officially part of the Imperial forces because they still use magic, but that was their origins. So this is a little bit of a gray area. The Empire still lays claim to the keep, but it's being occupied by the Everwatch.
How do they get away with it? Are they just that strong?
They just haven't really, it's so far in the middle of nowhere that they haven't gotten around to putting any effort behind taking it back, but they are rather strong, so it would require bit of effort. The good thing for us, though, is that they're known to be hospitable to travelers.
Even other magic users?
Yes. Yeah, they have sages, so they're going to be friendly to magic users. You won't have to hide, Gemma.
Well, that
But
sounds
they are-
ideal.
But they're partially aligned with the Empire, right? I mean,
They were.
they were.
So, they're no friend of the Empire, let's say that. It's only a matter of time before the Empire eventually comes and takes back the Red Guard Keep.
What makes them so aloof in their beliefs?
No one really knows. I think it has to do with the use of magic. They had people who wanted to become sages. They couldn't do that under the rule of the Empire. It happened when the Emperor Vladrin.
Milankovic.
I love it.
Milankovic. You're doing great.
Points for,
With the Emperor.
Yeah, it's
trying,
actually
you know.
cool to disrespect a dead guy who you don't like's name by mispronouncing it.
We call him what's his face.
He's not a dead guy. He's the current emperor.
And he's still
Oh.
alive. Again, he's still alive.
I thought you were talking in the past tense, like the old emperor.
He may be dead one day in our hands.
He's dead to me.
But yeah, as soon as he put down the decree to outlaw magic, I think that was the final straw in the split. So, enemy of the Empire, friend to us.
Gemma falls asleep like a toddler. Not really.
I look over.
So they just provide free lodging to anyone who wants to be there? That's
Right.
pretty nice.
I think it would have to be someone who's not allied with the Empire. I think we fit the bill.
I agree. We should still be careful. Who knows
Oh,
of Vario or your other friend?
What I've told you is all I know about them. There's other. They're very secretive. In fact, no one really knows what's in the Red Guard Keep. There's a few rooms in the front where people have been allowed to enter, but it's a large castle and most of it is unknown.
Maybe I can find someone to talk to about what's happening with me.
I think you'd find a friendly ear.
If we have some time. I know we're on the move, but any answers is better than just not knowing.
I agree.
I go back to sleep.
Okay.
Right. I have spoken.
It was a good story.
Story time over.
All right, I'm not an almanac. Go to bed.
Savamel's currently counting all the coins they collected. Oh yeah, that was a great story.
Did you just cool story bro me?
No. Just I have platinum pieces now. Pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, one time under the sea, he like always compares like other people's stories to
yeah.
his. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that. He's great.
Well,
It's great.
I suppose that's our next move then. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
sounds like the most logical choice. Especially when
Alright.
we think that, these Imperials might be traveling along the Imperial Road to Varandrel.
Sounds like
Seems
we're
like
pretty
a much
close.
safer option.
Yeah.
Definitely out of sight.
You also know that the West Warden garrison over to the west beyond Varandrel, following the Imperial Road, is basically where you're headed. Good and bad news about that. Good news is it leads out of the Empire. Bad news is it's a stronghold of Damarian Knights.
Oh, good.
And that's where Anton used to be stationed. at least for a short time. He would go into the mountains from that position and come back. So that's a challenge. And we'll see what other challenges lie ahead as you all have a long rest. You also level up to 7th.
Oh,
Wes, you're too good to us.
Ooh.
fantastic.
Wow.
Which we'll do offline. And we're going to end our session there tonight. So, fun session, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Everyone on Twitch, thank you for coming on and watching us live. Tales of Terramir will be back in 2 weeks on May 17th. We will have a rerun of this episode next week on May 10th. I think I had that wrong written down. Yeah, May 10th will be our rerun. And this episode will also be available on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms within the next few days. Join us right now on our Discord. We're going to have some after show discussions. And thanks for watching, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, friends.